Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. The sound you're going to hear is Caleb drinking some water. We have our dog bowls here in the kitchen, so he's getting himself a drink. But anyway, as I said, welcome back to my channel. And this video today is going to be a buddy color with Anne from A Colorful Life. Now, we've decided to do something a little bit different. We are not going to be coloring the same picture, per se. But what we are going to do is we're each going to color a mandala. We figured that with all of the gorgeous, gorgeous, great books out there, sometimes the mandalas kind of get overlooked a little bit lately. So we decided that we're going to color a mandala because we both enjoy coloring those. But we're going to color different ones. She's going to color one in her book, and I picked something out from one of my books. It's not going to be the same picture, but it is going to be a mandala. And we're only going to be using 3 colors. So out of all the colors that we have, we're only going to be able to use 3 for this mandala. So whatever she picks for her mandala, and then whatever I pick for my mandala. Now my mandala is going to come out of the mandala book by Jim Gogarty. And we are going to be doing, let me take out my papers. We are going to be doing this one right here. Can you guys see that? Hopefully you guys can see that. So I've chosen this one because it's got some bigger spaces in it. And when I'm doing this on camera, I like to get something with a little bit of bigger spaces. And for my disclaimer, I am doing this with a visual impairment. So I will have to get close to my work so I can see what I am doing. So I apologize in advance for any appearance of my head in the picture. I try to be mindful of that, and I try to eliminate that as much as I can. But you're going to end up seeing that because I have to get kind of close to my work. I'm playing with different camera angles and stuff to try to avoid as much of that as I possibly can. But anyway, so with that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and color this mandala. Now, since we can only use 3 colors, now I've decided to go ahead and pick my colors, and I'm going to sharpen them here. I have a Van Dyke Brown, I have a Phthalo Blue, and I have a Permanent Carmine. And this is out of my Polychromos set. I am using Polychromos for this. Now, we're probably not going to end up using the same thing because, well, number one, she's only got like, so many Polychromos that she can use. And Anne tends to color her mandalas with markers, which is A-okay. I have some water-based markers. I don't have any alcohol-based markers as of yet. I'm hoping that that's going to be changing at some point in the near future. So for right now, we're just going to go ahead and use some Polychromos, and we're going to color this mandala with some Polychromos. So I got some kind of sharp points here. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to color. We're going to start with the bigger space here because this is just a little bit easier for me to deal with. And I think we're going to make this middle space a very, very pretty blue color. So we're going to use our Phthalo Blue to do this. I hope everybody can see. So we're just going to start right in the middle of this space right here. And I'm just going to go in with this blue. So yeah, now I am filming this on Saturday, June 17th, but we're not going to be uploading this until Monday. We decided to go ahead and do this on Monday, but I don't know what's going to be happening tomorrow, so I decided to go ahead and start filming this tonight. It's in the evening of Saturday, June 17th, and because these kind of take me a little bit to color in, and I'll probably end up having to do this in several parts, I'm going to go ahead and start film my part 1 tonight on this lovely Saturday night. Now we're supposed to get some thunderstorms. We were supposed to get it around 2 o'clock this afternoon. Well, then the weather guy pushed it back to, I think it was like 8, and now they're pushing it over to 10. So I don't know what's going on. Like, we got some pretty dark skies out there. And it kind of started to get a little dark earlier, but I just don't know what's going to be, I just don't know what's going to be happening right now. But I'm hoping that I can get this part filmed and edited at least. That way it's ready to go up first thing Monday morning. I might upload it like in the middle, start uploading it like in the middle of the night on Sunday, because it takes me a little bit to, you know, to upload these things, especially if the videos are a little bit longer. So I want it to kind of be up at a decent time on Monday. So we'll see what happens. Now, I did do a color and gab video that I also filmed today. And as I am working on this, it is uploading, so by the time this goes up, you will have seen that color and gab video. And I did a lot of gabbing with my coloring because we had quite a bit going on over the week. Now, I told you in that one what we had going on last week and last weekend and all that. Now, for this coming up week, like, I don't really know what's going to be happening. So far, I don't think I really have anything planned, which is good because, let me tell you, I've been looking forward to a free weekend and just some time to just kind of chill during the week, which means I can make some more coloring videos for you guys, and then I can also get some of my writing done on my stories. With being gone the way we were, I've not really had a lot of time to work on that, and of course I am super behind on getting some chapters out, and I am definitely behind on watching my YouTube videos that I usually watch of everybody. I am behind on watching pretty much everybody. Now I'm just kind of going around here so I can get, I want to fill in this whole thing with blue. I have all these big spaces here with this blue. So I'm just going to try to bring it around and just, the blue I think is going to be our main color with this mandala, because we're going to be coloring in a lot of this white space with the blue here, and then we'll fall in with the carmine and the Van Dyke brown. All right. Now, because I have a lot of big spaces here with this blue, and now we can only use 3 colors, but I'm going to try to do a little bit of shading with some of these bigger spaces with just the one pillow. Pillow. Oh, with the one pencil. And I can simply do that with the pressure that I put on this. So I'll show you what I mean here in just a minute. So if I take this, and if I just add just a little bit of pressure here, right here, I don't want to burnish it like real bad, but if I just darken it up a little bit, and then I can just kind of go in and blend it a little bit. So you see how it kind of looks a little bit darker right there? And then I'm just going to lighten it up and try to blend it together like so. And I'll try to just, you know, add some darks and lights to this as I go. You know, that's going to make it look kind of good. So, like, for example, this part right down here in this in this little crevice, this little V, I'm going to darken it up with this pencil. And then I'll just take it and just kind of try to get it to blend in a little bit. So you see what I'm doing? So you can shade with just one pencil by just doing various pressures on this. See what I mean? So try to fill in some of these little spaces I missed. So can you guys see that? And I'm going to do the same thing in this little V right here, in that little crevice. You guys see that? Make sure that I'm in frame so we can see. I don't know how much of this I'm going to get done because it's getting a little bit late. Not late, I mean it's not super late, but it's getting a little bit dark in here, and my lighting in here is not necessarily the best. So I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do with this. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. And I'm just going to take it and very lightly just kind of blend it in a little bit. Can you guys see that? How that shades just really nicely like so? It really does. So then I'm going to come in between here. And I'm going to lay down some more of this blue. In these bigger areas. It's going to take me a little bit to put down the blue, because I'm putting blue in a lot of these in this big space here. So again, I can just come. Let's see, how am I shading that? I can come and just darken this up right here. I'm just going to add some pressure. And then I'll just bring it all the way up there like that. And then I'll just take and lighten it up. And then just make it blend in like so. Same thing over here. Can you guys see that? So even though we're just using one color on this, I'm getting a little bit of variation, which is cool. Okay, so I'll probably end up just flipping the book a little bit so we can continue. And I want to make sure that I'm in frame. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try to be mindful of my head here. Now, I do have my hair put back. So my hair shouldn't get in the way too much. Although sometimes there's strands that like to come out of this little ponytail I have, so we will just make do. So I'm just going to keep adding this blue into our little picture. And see, as you can tell, like I've got some real light space right there, and I'm darkening it up as I need to go. So anyway, onward to some other gabbing about what's going on. As I said, I don't really have anything planned for the week. Probably just do a little bit of cleaning around here, get caught up on some writing. But yeah, I need to do a little bit of cleaning because I got some some closets I got to clean out, and I got some clutter sitting in my living room that I need to deal with. I got some stuff that I just need to go through and get rid of. I figure, like, if I haven't messed with it in like 3 months or whatever, then I'm just gonna fling it, because my husband and I are both pack rats, and I swear, like, we've kept everything, but it's kind of gotten to the point where we got to get rid of some stuff. Especially, like, if we're not going to use it, like, if it's just something that we're not going to deal with, just get rid of it. Like, I got some clothes that I really don't wear anymore that I need to get rid of, that I haven't worn in years that need to go. So yeah, there is that. And I need to rearrange some of my things more efficiently. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, is, just doing some cleaning and rearranging of some stuff. So other than that, I do want to play some Sims. Other than just like getting the screenshots for my stories, I do actually want to play the game, because I haven't really done that for quite a while. And I miss just having my personal time to play. So I want to just sit down and play. And I do want to get quite a bit more coloring done, because I got some pictures that I want to do that I just haven't gotten around to, either because we've been busy doing other stuff, or by the time I want to get around to it, I'm too tired to do it. So you know, because we've been busy doing other stuff. So there's some pictures that I want to work on for, you know, just myself, you know, that I just want to sit and listen to my audiobooks and work on. And I got some coloring book flip-throughs that I'm going to be doing, you know, books I've had for a while. I still have to wait for a little bit before I can actually do any kind of haul. I mean, I have a list made out of stuff that I want to get, like next time I am able to go shopping, but it's still going to be, oops, it is still going to be a little bit before I can do that. So... because I have some books and I have some supplies that are on my little list that I want to get. So once I am able to do a haul, I'm going to actually have quite a big one. And I am almost at 1,000 subscribers. And I'm flipping the book just a little bit so I can see and hopefully keep my head out of the way as much as possible. But I am almost at 1,000 subscribers, which means I want to do a giveaway. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I do want to do a giveaway. Now, the last giveaway I did was when I think it was when I hit about 600. And that was in March. Like, I've had so many new subscribers to my channel over the last few months, and I'm so appreciative and thankful to that. And I'm just so glad, you know, just so happy that so many people are enjoying my videos and that, you know, they find them enjoyable and helpful. I'm so happy about that. You guys have no idea how happy that makes me. It's just, like when I started doing this channel, I've had this channel for a long time, and it was just one that I made where I could, you know, watch videos and comment on stuff, you know, that I wanted to watch. You know, I hadn't really intended to make any videos on this one. And actually, when I started doing YouTube videos, like, it wasn't videos like this. I was actually doing Sims gameplay videos on my Sweetnightingale 2907 channel. And I started doing that, like, in late 2011. And I still do that, but I don't, I don't upload as much as I used to there because, people don't seem to watch my channel that much anymore because they've kind of moved on, I guess, to Sims 4 and some other stuff. And so they don't watch me as much anymore. So I don't upload to that channel as much as I used to. And so I've been focusing my energies over here on this channel. But yeah, like, I mean, I did not intend to start making videos on this channel, really. But then I started doing just some random stuff. Like, I started doing product reviews of, like, if you go and watch some of my very first videos, like, I did some product reviews of a Keurig machine. I did a product review of a SodaStream machine. And I even did a chicken and rice dish that I showed you guys how I cooked. But I haven't done any new cooking demos on there except for that one. And then I decided to start putting some other stuff on this channel. And it started out by just like with haul videos, like of things that I bought. I started just doing like those kinds of videos, and then it just sort of grew, and I started doing journal videos, especially showing like you know, journals I bought at Amazon. And I started doing my Hobonichi flip-throughs and stuff, and the occasional planner video. But but then, like, and I can't even tell you how the coloring videos started. I think I just started showing you guys, like, the coloring books I got, you know. And, you know, showing you what I was working on, the coloring books and stuff, and that's sort of just how it started. And then people were asking me to do these coloring gabs or these coloring chats, and it was kind of a stretch for me because of the visual impairment, but you know, I got inspired by Jen, Reading with Pugs, to actually do this, to actually make the, you know, the chat videos. So that's how that all got started. And that's that. So here we are with a lot of coloring videos happening, and I'm doing my little coloring chats. Okay. So with these mandalas, I do tend to flip the book a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Let's see if I need to shade anything else that I've got. Let's see, right here. I need to shade this one. Again, I'm just pushing down on the pencil. I hope you guys can see this. I may have to stop and do this tomorrow because my light in here really is not the best. And I can't really see what I'm doing as well. But we'll see what happens. I'll continue for a little bit. And then I might just take a little break and then come back and work on some more tomorrow. So, how's everybody been doing? What's everybody been up to? I am going to be doing my first subscriber spotlight here pretty quick, within the next couple of days or so. I was hoping I would be able to get it done before I went on my trip last weekend, but that didn't happen. Had to take care of some other stuff and get packed and all that. So I was not able to get that up, but I will be doing that pretty shortly, the subscriber spotlight. Within the next couple days. I know who my first one is going to be. And then I think I know who my second one is going to be. If I get her info. But yeah. Like I said, if you want to be showcased in my subscriber spotlight or my showcase or whatever the heck I'm going to call it. I still got to figure out what I'm going to call it. Just send me an email. Just drop me an email with a little bit of biography, you know, stuff you don't mind sharing. And, you know, tell me what you love to color. Tell me what your least favorite thing is to color. Even how did you get into coloring, you know, that kind of stuff. What do you like to color with? You know, anything that you want to share, we'd love to hear it. Anything you want to share, we'd love to hear it. So just drop me an email and we will take care of that. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm thinking I might just go ahead and just do this whole big area first and then just bring the blue back down into those smaller areas. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the big part here, the big portions. And then I will worry about the smaller stuff in just a minute. So, has anybody seen any good movies lately? I have not. I think the last movie I watched was A Dog's Purpose, and that was several weeks back. I watched that one with my husband. And, boy, those animal movies, man, they always make me cry. And, it made him cry too. Like, he's a big softie. So, we were both sitting there blubbering. And this was a few weeks back. But, yep, we were both sitting there blubbering over that movie. Because there was a real sad part in it and stuff. Well, a couple of sad parts in it. But this one scene really got to us. So it made us blubber. Yep. I'm thinking though, and I've seen this movie many, many times, but I'm thinking I might want to rewatch The Green Mile, which is the Stephen King story. Because I really like that movie. I really do. And, I've been rereading parts of the book. I have it on audiobooks, and the guy that read it, Frank Muller, he was really good, and he's actually read quite a lot of Stephen King stories on in audiobook format, and I really like him. He has since passed away, though. I guess he got into a motorcycle accident or something, and he was never quite the same again. So it's really nice that you know, that I can go back and listen to him, read some books, because I always really did enjoy him. You know, especially like once I started listening to some Stephen King books. And I was not always a Stephen King fan. I was not always a Stephen King fan. I did not start getting into Stephen King until like early 2000s. And at first, like, you know, oh, Stephen King, you know, those damn horror books, you know, those scary books. But, you know, I started what was the first one I read of his? What was the first Stephen King book I read? I think it was it Cujo? I know it was one of his older ones. Was it Cujo or was it Carrie? I don't remember. But I did read either Cujo or Carrie. And I really liked it, you know. I think it might have been Carrie because I wanted to see if the movie was different than the book. And I really enjoyed it. And I did. I really enjoyed it. So I decided to read some more. And I got hooked. You know what they say. I got hooked. Okay, I'm going to flip the book a little bit so I can get the blue part. Because I want to try to get some of these areas shaded. But it seems like every time I'm doing one of these coloring things, I'm always talking about a Stephen King book. And I mean, I really do enjoy his books, and I've read just about all of them. But there's some that I enjoy going back to revisit. Now, there are a lot of things that I like to read. My tastes are pretty spread out, I guess, or eclectic, or whatever you want to call it. Because I do like a good romance. I do like a good steamy romance. I love like Nora Roberts. I think my favorite by her is her Key trilogy. Really, really love those books. And also, I enjoyed the Circle trilogy, which was about vampires and defeating them, because the vampires in her books were bad guys. So it was that was a series I enjoyed, but I did really enjoy her Key trilogy, which was my favorite, and I've read that one several times. I also enjoy, and she writes under the name of J.D. Robb for this one, but I do enjoy her Eve Dallas stories. Those are the ones that are written under the pen name of J.D. Robb. So those are nice stories, or I shouldn't say nice, because like they're full of, you know, sometimes they can be pretty dark. But I do really enjoy those stories. And I'm sorry I'm not in frame, guys. Sorry about that. But I do enjoy those stories. But I like a lot of books by her. And I used to read a lot of Danielle Steele. I haven't read her very much lately, though. Seems like I kind of got a little sick of her. But I don't know. I may go back and read some of her new stuff, because I know that there's some books by her that I have not read yet. So I'll probably end up doing that at some point. Let's see. Where else do I need to go with this? Yeah. So I do need to go and read some of that. Okay, I hope I'm in frame. Might have to do a little bit of editing, we'll see. I think I'm going to put down a little bit more of this blue. I'll do my blue, and then I'll probably end up just taking a little bit of a break and coming back, because it's really getting dark, and I'm having a really hard time seeing in the light that I have here. I could end up doing this in the living room and using my little tripod for this. We'll see. Tomorrow's another day. And I can finish up the video tomorrow. I'll see how much I get done here. I will just have to wait and see. But at least I do know that with these 3 colors, I will know kind of where I left off, so that won't be that big of a deal if I need to stop for a little while. Okay. Get up here and shade it. So we had dinner, and we just had hamburgers. We had some chips out. I didn't have any chips though. I had my Caesar salad instead. So I had a hamburger and my Caesar salad. It's too hot to do anything with French fries, so we didn't do anything with French fries. But I had, like I said, I did have my Caesar salad and my hamburger. Had a little bit of cottage cheese for lunch. I've been eating a lot of that lately too, because yeah, I think I got like one more where I can put down this blue here. So I've been eating quite a lot of that, cottage cheese, that is. So yes, like I said, I've been eating a lot of I shouldn't say a lot, I guess. Like I've been eating some cottage cheese for lunch. And you know, I was reading this real interesting article, and John sent it to me, and it was about how, you know, some people are totally addicted to sugar, and you have a little bit, and it gives you the craving to want more and more and more. Like if you put sugar on something that you're sweetening up or whatever, like after a while it doesn't taste as sweet, so then you put more on it and more and more and more and more. And it just, you know, when you're addicted to it, you get that craving and you're always wanting more. And so this article I was reading, it was about if you quit cold turkey, you know, quit sugar cold turkey, meaning and they describe this like there'd be no way I could do it, but they describe this 4-week plan, and you know, the first week you're just eating protein. You don't get any starches. You don't get any grains. No bread. No fruit, because it's got natural sugar in it. So you're not supposed to have anything at all with sugar in it. And if you actually think about it, even like in some of the other food, like you wouldn't think that there would be sugar in it, or you don't think about it like you know, tomato sauces, or you know, there's fruit that has natural sugar in it. Your dairy, you're not supposed to have any dairy that first week. No alcohol. For that first week, you're just basically eating protein, and I think that's about it. Just protein and healthy fat, or whatever they call it. And then as the weeks go, until you get up to the 4th week or whatever, you're gradually adding stuff back into your diet. But I don't know that I could do that, because well, number one, I mean, like I'm not really addicted to sugar. Like a little bit of sugar just goes a long way with me, and I cannot handle very much. Like I'm not a pop drinker. I did, when we were visiting my friend Brenda, I did drink one of her lemon lime sodas. I think it was like lemon lime twist up or something like that. And that was probably the first pop that I drank in like probably 6 months. All right, I think I have all the blue. So here is what our blue looks like. But yeah, her lemon lime stuff was the first pop I think I ever drank in like 6 months, because I'm not a pop drinker. I don't drink a lot of it, and I don't eat. There's, you know, every once in a while I'll have a piece of chocolate, but that doesn't happen. I don't have cake very often. I'm not a pie eater. So having just out and out sugar like that, I really don't do it. The last time I think I had a donut, like, it just, like just a little bit went a long way, and I can't handle a lot. But, according to this article, like if you quit cold turkey, then once you go back and you're able to have your fruit and some of your healthy sugars, like you'll be able to just taste how sweet it is and how good and stuff. So it's kind of like, it's kind of a palate cleanser, I guess, a palate recalibration and a way to start losing your weight and stuff. But I don't think I could do that, because there's like, to quit cold turkey, I mean, you got to just watch every single little thing that you're eating, and there's sugar in just everything. And I couldn't go without my dairy, because I like my milk, and I like to be able to eat my cottage cheese and stuff, and you know, I like my Caesar salad dressing. So yeah, that's not going to be for me. But it was interesting reading anyway. I did enjoy reading it. I think probably, you know what, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. This will be part 1. So this is going to be our part 1. We've got some blue laid down. We're going to go next into our reds and browns. The red and brown, we're going to keep using the same color. So I'm going to keep making videos of this until we get this mandala done. But this is part 1. I will do a part 2 after this part 1 is uploaded. And we'll go from there. So you guys have a great day or a great evening. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not done that already. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and tell me what you think. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.